Let's clear the elephant in the room. Yes, this home has a bold, masculine edge, but isn't it time that your husband, your family, and most importantly, you lived in a space that reflects your success? A true trophy estate designed for those who dream big, work hard, and deserve the best. And before you decide that this isn't for you, let me show you how this home is just as much about elegance, comfort, and effortless living as it is about power and prestige. Because when you see the details designed with you in mind, you might just fall in love with it too. Let's walk this estate together and see if it speaks to your vision of luxury. Immediately upon entrance, we can't go without noticing this 8-foot wide pivot door, large silver handle, and limestone flooring handcrafted out of Colombia. Your ceilings here go up 27 feet high, and the ceiling of the first level goes up to 13 feet high. So immediately to the left, you have a glass door that leads you to the 4-car garage. We're not gonna be going in there today because they're still buttoning a few things up. It's a large 4-car garage with plenty of room for storage, plenty of ceiling height. Here we have our powder room with the good Toto toilets. We have a rounded vanity sink here with your plumbing coming out of your mirror. You're gonna notice a lot of seamlessness in this home, especially with your entry from one space to another. Immediately to your right, coming in from the entrance, is a beautiful den. There's no closet in here, so this space can be utilized as a den. It can be utilized as an office. You can actually bring in a drop-down screen in here and install a projector. It can be utilized as a small theater if you like. You have this nice bay window. Because of the smart features and the amount of AC in here, they don't even have any pre-wire set up for ceiling fans because essentially there's no need. The power of the AC and the efficiency with all these smart home features cover every section of the home. Here you have nice tall bay windows looking out into your courtyard, which has olive trees there. And you have your landing, your double step landing, which brings you upstairs into the second story, but we're gonna get into that a little bit later. Here you have 3 wooden columns just at the tail end of your staircase. And of course, going into your open floor plan living room, kitchen, and dining area, you just experienced this massive opening right above us here with a total grid of recessed lighting, which lights the entire space up. I'm super grateful for the timing of which we got to record this because we've been in the home for several hours now, capturing a whole bunch of B-roll, a whole bunch of short form content and drone footage. And now we get to see the magnificence of this place with it being well lit. Here is your exit into the courtyard. We're gonna experience that in just a few because we're gonna take advantage of that walkway and let that bring us out to the backyard. Here we have your Neolith countertops with the waterfall island. As we saw in the home from the tour we did a couple weeks ago, the Neolith countertops are the hybrid between your granite, glass, and quartz. That's absolutely an upgraded feature. This kitchen is prestigious. Not only do you have your elongated island here in the middle, but you have your 6-burner gas cooktop stove by Decor. All the appliances are black stainless steel by Decor. Here, you have your convectional style oven. Love the screen with all the options for you to choose from. You have an automated open and close microwave door. It's so cool, I've got to do it again. I have never seen this. A really cool feature on all of the drawers here. The push to open, that opened up further than I thought it would. Let's close that. Right here, you have your hidden receptacles, 2 trash receptacles there. And this is a really neat feature, nice elegant touch. You have your leather strap to open your dishwasher here. These builders, they went with hand gore, Axor fixtures, faucets and fixtures. Here, they went with the nice black on black touch, which is really cool. Masculine touch. Here we have an ice maker, and this is the beautiful part, yet again, with the built-in industrial refrigerator by Decor. Really heavy duty, really nice. As you can see here, we have the Italian hardwood utilized for the cabinetry, which goes ahead and matches with your flooring. Off to the side, we're going into an oversized utility closet, right? So in this closet, you're gonna see your walk-in pantry, your laundry room, and a few extra touches in here that, again, speak to the convenience for a wife of an ambitious entrepreneurial husband. Right here, I thought this was maybe something to have covered shelving, right? But to my surprise, it was a secondary fridge. Here you have your pantry shelves for food storage. Behind Jaden, we have an AC closet for one of the many AC units here. Here we have a custom built cabinet designed for storage here. You have an additional utility sink, clothing rod to hang some clothes, and some cabinet shelves here. And in this laundry closet, it's ultimately designed where you can stack 2 washers and dryers, each side by side, with some overhead storage, cabinet storage there. Same way you saw the grid recessed lighting above the tall ceiling. Here we have the 13-foot ceiling, and you see they went with the grid option all across the board. Very nice touch. Now we're gonna take things out to the courtyard and wrap around the home to get to the backyard. Something you'll notice is throughout the home, we have these security cameras. There are roughly around 16 security cameras, which are included with the home. This courtyard is somewhat fortified in between 3 sides of the home, so you can actually utilize this space for some personal privacy, some grounding. The only exposure you have is here off to the side. Here's where you'll find your meter and your AC units. This corner, you have your water softener system. Then on this side, you have additional AC units. So it looks like we have a total of 4 AC units to cover the 7,500 square feet that you would have in this home. We have the pool equipment, which is powering the pool, the lovely pool you have back here. And ladies, this is the part that is designed for you, for your enjoyment, right? What about a luxury estate with the perks of having its own sauna? Think about when you come in from a workout and you are in the middle of relaxing and winding down. You have this personalized space where you can come in, get your sweat on, and have the feeling of being at a spa without having to go anywhere. Total convenience from the comfort of your home. And then of course, guests going into or coming out of the pool have access to the 7th bathroom here, which is accessible from the outside of the home only. Here you have your mirror going all the way up to the ceiling. And something that I like, we're gonna notice throughout all of the bathrooms in this home is, again, the seamlessness, right? Limestone flooring, handcrafted from Colombia, goes seamlessly into your shower. It's also utilized for your shower floor. You have your partition glass here with the rainfall shower head, and your limestone tiles are going all the way up the walls as well. Now, something that's really neat, these Hansgrohe Axor faucets in your bathroom are actually button powered instead of dial. So usually you turn this one way or another in order to turn your water on. Here, it's by the push of a button, which is really neat. Here you have your shower hose. Again, they ran with black this time instead of white in this home, so you're gonna notice that throughout. I mean, this sink, this round sink, is absolutely unique with a floating shelf supporting it behind, semicircle. Then of course you have the pool here in the backyard. It is a 75 feet infinity edge pool lined with Amazon green natural stone. Elegance, elegance, elegance. This pool is very much lit. I love the way it lights up. I love the lighting, and again, back to the timing of which we're capturing the footage here. I love the timing of it because it really gets to showcase how the pool lights up, and this entire property at this hour really lights up with a touch of elegance, and it really enhances the ambiance here. So here in the backyard, we also have the jet ski lifts. The jet ski lifts are connected to the canal. We're along the shores of the Butler chain of lakes. And if you were to go left on this canal, you would wind up in Little Fish Lake. And if you were to go right, you would wind up in Pocket Lake, which would lead to the rest of the lakes, which are part of the chain. As a matter of fact, I forgot to mention here what is basically your outdoor kitchen. So you have your grill by True Flame. You have your 2-burner gas cooktops, your outdoor sink, storage drawers for your utensils, and an outdoor fridge. So now we can go ahead and take it on inside. Can't say it enough how much I love the bay windows up above. You know, we have plenty of headway up here with the 27-foot ceilings, plenty of natural light coming in all day long. Here we have one of the first primary suites. This is your downstairs primary suite. You have your sliding door, which is directly accessible to the backyard. Here you absolutely have the space that you need to put a king-size bedroom and some sofa seating, as well as your console table or drawer. You have the outlets ready to mount your TV up on the wall. And in the bedroom, you would see your pre-wires if you wanted to install a ceiling fan or light fixture. Your ensuite bathroom has the his and her sinks. Again, back to the limestone, away from the Italian hardwood floors, back to the limestone with the seamless entry. Your partition glass here, dual rainfall shower heads, as well as dual shower hoses. Here you have your small shower niche to hold your soaps, shampoos, conditioners, so on and so forth. Here you have an oversized shower niche, which is great for seating and relaxing. In other cases, it will most likely end up being utilized as a shelf, right? And then I would imagine if you needed additional shelving, you probably get some glass shelves installed there as well. Now, this glass here, I feel would kind of put us on an exhibit, right, to our neighbors. So it might be a good idea to have that glass frosted just for privacy. And if this isn't a grand walk-in closet, I don't know what is. This walk-in closet has the space for everything. You have a glass covering for your top drawer here. You can have your jewelry. Ladies, you can have your makeup displayed here. It's out on display. You get to see exactly what you want to grab. Another nice touch here, which they had on the ice maker in the kitchen and the dishwasher, is the leather straps as the handles to open your drawers. And then another neat feature here is you have your rods, your clothes hanging rods here, but within your bottom sections, you have multiple outlets in order to power up some devices. I'm not sure exactly which device you would have in the bottom shelves of your closet. So if you don't mind, I would like you ladies to comment below and tell me what use would you make of the outlets in these bottom shelves. I really need to know. Other than that, we're gonna go ahead and take it on upstairs to show you the rest of the home. What I love about this widened stairway is you don't have to worry about bringing your furniture up and down without compromising it or having to squeeze into any tight spaces. This is perfect for bringing in that big, bold furniture that you're gonna want to furnish this home with. We're gonna get into the second primary suite where we have essentially a matching floor plan, both on top and bottom. So here, you're gonna see the exact same walk-in closet that we saw downstairs. So again, comment below, let me know how you would utilize the outlets on the bottom shelves. Again, we see the his and her bathroom sinks, very same features. Each dual rainfall shower head and shower hose has its own control buttons here, which I didn't point out downstairs. And another thing I didn't point out is the Toto Neo Rest Do Everything For You toilet. Cleans you, it's an energy saver, power seat. Something to note as well is the limestone as your backing behind the toilet. The key difference between upstairs and downstairs is you can furnish it exactly how I mentioned before, but upstairs, instead of a porch that leads you to the backyard and pool, you have a balcony. And this sliding door opens up all the way. It's one of those very few instances where you can literally enjoy some indoor-outdoor living on your second level. So here you get to watch the party, watch the gathering from up top. see people passing by through the canal, wave over at your neighbors, and see the massive estate that's being constructed across the way. All right, so now we're gonna take it across one of the catwalks and show you the secondary bedrooms. All right, so this catwalk leads you into a secluded bedroom. It really feels like the main primary bedroom just because it's so much bigger than the others. Now this one also has the option of being utilized as a theater rather than a bedroom, just because you have a huge wall there, you have huge windows. So here we have a bit more of a basic closet, a lot less room for storage. However, if you were to utilize this space as a theater, you can have movies back here, have equipment back here, cords, all that good stuff. And then you have your full bathroom. Here you have the same cylindrical, rounded sink, white instead of green. But as you can see, you have the mirror leading you up to your glass window up there. And you have your outlet and faucet coming out of the glass as well. I can only imagine the precise cuts they had to make in order for those features to be included like that. Again, the seamlessness in and out. I love the precision that they use in these transitions, because not only did they switch up the design to ensure that they have the flow going down to the drain, but from your bathroom floor to the shower, it's seamless, flat, nice and even. But your transition from the hardwood floor to your limestone here, from one room to the next, look at how precise that is. Reminds me of the infinity edge of the pool outside. Every room has an ensuite bathroom in this home. So this home is made up of 5 bedrooms, 7 bathrooms, 6.5, right? And 7,500 square feet. This second catwalk is going to lead us to 2 more bedrooms side by side, each with their own closets and their own ensuite bathrooms. Now, these bedrooms do have their own touches to them. This one is not as wide. However, it does have a decent length. If I was to occupy this space, I could imagine my bed being up against this wall, and it's so spacious. You have your nightstands, wall, TV on this wall, and if you just wanted to have a workstation, if you work from home, you have this lovely corner to turn into your personal office, a little library. I can see some shelves going in all the way up to the top. I can see some window seating here with a bench seat for storage, right? And then a nice little desk with the window view here. Gorgeous. Here we have your walk-in closet and bathroom. When it comes to sophistication of design, what I like is the mindset of a designer when they see functionality and they put it into the feng shui of the home, right? Because here, it doesn't make sense to me when you see a bedroom have a bathroom, an ensuite bathroom, but the closet is on the opposite side of the bedroom. Here, you have bedroom, closet, bathroom, right? So you think about it, you come in, you wash up, pull your articles of clothing for you to wear for the day, and then you're done. You're out the room. There's no need to come back unless you've got some touching up to do in front of the mirror. But whatever dirty clothes you have, they stay here in your hamper and you're good to go. I love that flow and I love that aesthetic. Designed very well with our natural flow of doing things in mind, right? Here you have a view to the downstairs. I just see a huge art piece being hung right there to capture your attention and just be appreciated every time you come down to the end of this side of the home. Here you have your fifth and final bedroom. I see the bed being on this wall, and I see shelving going up on each side of those corners. And then of course, you wake up like a king with the light shining in. You have your walk-in closet, a lot more minimal. You have your cylindrical sink, but it's more like a bowl because you have your floating vanity sink there with the Neolith countertop, right? You have your mirror going all the way up to the ceiling. Didn't get to point this out here. As you walk across your catwalk, on both sides, both angles, you overlook your courtyard. So that's the gorgeous thing about this entire upstairs deck, right? You have a view to your living room and dining room downstairs. You have a view overlooking your courtyard from more than one angle. They have cleverly put outlets into the ground if in case you wanted to do either a workstation or a bench here. You have the convenience of being able to plug in any lamps or lighting or anything you may need access to. So you guys got to see us walk through this home at a moment in time where the sun was setting, and we're gonna take one more look on the outside so you can see how magnificent your potential estate could look. This estate is more than just a home. It's actually a landmark of everything you've worked for. It's where success is lived, memories are made, and the journey for your next home unfolds. If you'd like to get a private tour of this home, feel free to give us a call directly at 407-209-7409. I'm Robert Kenneth Murillo, and we're helping our people elevate through real estate every day.